All right, let's hit it.
Now, time for the prank call featuring Special K on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Yay, Special K.
I like it when it's juvenile, is what you said.
Special K
I'm
at
sorry, it is.
KRVE.com.
Juvenile's in it?
Juvenile, the artist?
Back that thing up.
Yes, back that thing up. You can contact Special K at KRVE.com/prank call requests. And a lot of times you fill out the form and he'll run with what the information you have to give him. But all information that you can give him helps when you're trying to build the prank call.
Yes, thank you. And a lot of times people don't like me to mess with their work. This is the case today. So I'm going to try to shield people's identities to the best of my ability. You know, I'll let one slip through, most likely.
Yeah.
And so I apologize to Jay, who is setting this up today. Go ahead.
Alrighty. Hey, this is John. I just want to set up my friend, coworker, just prank her with some work stuff. You know, we're in trucking, so things get wild.
All right, and who would I play in this scenario?
You're calling from the plant, like you're the plant manager.
Okay.
And there's a driver from Resources there to make a delivery. Just say something like, but you're not expecting anything, and the guy's just kind of getting out of control or whatever.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Bye.
And he asked me in his email to get a little bit juvenile with it because these are places that take big loads of chemicals.
Okay. Lots of chemicals.
Okay, lots.
We need to say parental discretion
Sure,
here.
go ahead.
Parental discretion is advised.
I guess it's just.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you'll do it, but then Ryan will pile on. So
Ryan already can't wait to pile on. He can't contain himself. He's already laughing. He hasn't heard anything yet.
Word.
I'm going to pull back.
You just made a joke right there.
Okay. I'm going to try to get some sound effects, too. You know, she loves a sound effect.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I'm scared.
Good morning. This is Industries.
Good morning. It's Derek from I'm filling in for the night manager.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're looking for what manager?
I'm filling in for the night manager. I was told I could reach out to Mr. for the situation.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. There's a guy here with a chem load, and he's getting irate because we were not expecting him.
Okay. Is this the one from Texas City?
Yes. Can you talk to him, please?
Let me get the paperwork out here. I'll talk to him.
Okay, let me pop out here and get him. Sir, she wants to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am. This is Beauregard Troubadour.
Hey, it's Linda from My understanding is that you don't have an appointment for today?
Yes, ma'am, and y'all Tinkerbell manager is claiming I ain't right.
Excuse me, that's inappropriate. What terminal are you from, sir?
I'm Tex.
Well, I know that. Are you out at the South Terminal or what? Where are you?
Yes, ma'am, and you're going to take my load. I can't be turning back around like this.
Well, sir, they are really not happy with you just showing up. You know you could be banned for this, right?
I understand that, but I'm under pressure here, and I'll pop my hose out right here and shoot this load all over your landing strip here at the port.
Landing strip?
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Sir, this is strange. Are you already unloading?
No. I'm pretty sure this load is hot liquefied Vaseline or something like that. So it's going to be a real moisturizing situation.
Vaseline?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what truck number are you?
420.
420.
Yes.
That sounds fishy. 420.
Let's hope your loader has dry, cracked skin, because it's a lot of Vaseline here.
Right.
Hold on. I'll put him back on. I'm getting on my truck. Here we go.
Okay.
Derek, he just went back to his truck.
Oh, my God.
He's opening up the hose.
No, don't.
He's so weird. He's wearing chaps and he has a parrot.
This is getting very strange. Is this
No.
sounds like
No. So he just put his load all over it, all over everything. Oh my God! What happened? Are you crying?
No, dummy. I'm working from home.
It's a monkey.
Who is this?
Someone's crying.
I feel like someone's messing with me. Is this a prank call?
Well, if it is, it's all fault.
I knew it.
Nuh-uh.
She just hung up.
That's it?
That was it. She wouldn't pick up my call
She's
anymore.
not playing around you were getting ridiculous.
That was great. That was hilarious.
Wow.
Once I
Wow.
talked about the parrot, I think she knew it was her friend.
Well, I think 420 may have
Well,
had
that
something
may
to do
have
with
done
it.
it, too.
That's smart.
Interesting truck number. Okay, right.
Where Vaseline gets hot.
And you can tell she's not playing around like, I have things to do. Are you done?
You
Right.
just wasted my time.
Because I called her at 5:30 in the morning. She ain't trying to deal with anyone at that time.
He's trying to
my
enjoy
God.
the peace and
You
quiet
probably
at
woke up her
5:30.
child.
It's krbe.com/prank call requests with an S if you want to prank a family member or a friend.
Please fill out the form accordingly, and then y'all will, collaborate.
Have you ever
to fill
had
the hole.
somebody who made you, like, literally scared? Like, you were frightened?
The cop one. You don't do cops anymore.
I don't do
No, I
nothing
understand that, but I'm talking
about.
about, like, a hothead who is threatening you.
Oh, I love it when they get real hot like that. But then I feel like here's the problem. If I say I'm from the HOA and they get real hot-headed at me, then they're going to go on down there.
Oh, yeah.
Where-
Raise some
They
hell.
hang up on you and call the
They-
HOA, like,
Or
other
just
people.
go.
Right.
And burst through the door and like, who the hell is Richard Hunt? So usually I try to get hold of like their wife at that point in time, like, go stop him. Make him-
They have to come on down there and whoop somebody that
Right.
doesn't exist.
But put me on three-way so we can do this together.
I'm telling you, those
Gotta hear it.
HOAs, though, they will just absolutely drive you nuts. Did you know in Houston right now, I'm reading this article about the HOAs, Greater Houston homebuyers are more likely than most Americans to face homeowners association fees. Like we have.
I thought we were like one of the top.
We're
in the
one of the
country.
top in the country for fees. 76.8% of homes listed for sale on Realtor.com last year had HOA fees, compared to which is 40% throughout the rest of the nation.
And then you find these weird pockets of streets that don't have an HOA. Like that number is not even
my street.
80%. So, we just talked to Jane not too long ago. She's a single mom who bought her first house and doesn't have anything in it, and it's an exciting but scary time. We should have asked her, is there an HOA there where you live?
She said she's moving
Another
to
fee you gotta
Edo.
pay for.
What'd you call it?
Edu.
Edu.
Edo.
You thought you were new.
East
there.
side.
East downtown.
But they're trying to make that.
They have tried to make Edo. What is it you always say? Stop trying to make fetch happen.
That's from Mean Girls.
Yeah.
No, is that Mean Girls or is that Clueless?
But stop trying to make
That was
Edu
Mean
happen.
Girls.
Now
they've been trying.
Sounds like it's happening, though.
Yeah.
It
You
is
say it enough
happening.
Picking
times.
up now.
Exactly.
People are saying Edo.
KRBE.com/prank call requests with an S to get in touch with Special K. Now, coming up next, you also go to KRBE to be part of Couples Court. We said we're going to do Couples Court Week this week. You reach out to us if you are in a relationship and you guys are bickering over something you just can't seem to find a neutral ground on.
I think this will go with frugal or cheap. We do that bit.
Oh, yeah.
I
Like,
think
are you being frugal or are you just being cheap?
they're kind of fighting about that.
Okay, well, let's
like,
find
come
that.
on, let's
Let's
talk about
welcome
it.
the couple to the court and figure it all out for them. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Couples Court. 104.1 KRBE.
All right, now we're in the courtroom. Judge Rolla, Judge Eric, and Judge me.
We'll judge you. Okay.
Yeah,
Judge
we'll judge
me.
you.
Please.
We got our judgy pants on. So here's how it goes. KRBE.com anytime that you need us for couples court or anything that we do here on the show. This week we decided to do lots of couples courts because a lot of people are
A
bickering
week.
over the same thing. And it seems like they just can't find a common ground. So
None of these are really like, oh, we're ending our relationship type
No, I don't want.
battles.
People that wanted like, hey, what do you think? Who should get the kid? Type stuff. No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No.
we're not doing
We're
that.
not qualified for that.
No.
It's
We're not
about
qualified
silly
for
stuff.
pretty much anything. But
Yeah. No. I mean,
True.
if it's something about like, should you end your relationship? You got roses for that. You've got group therapy for that.
I mean, we give
Couples
you your
court-
opinion, but I'm not going to tell you to
Right.
No.
leave your
Couples
name.
court is more about, hey, where should we vacation this summer? Or how can we always have to have holidays with the in-laws, things like that. So you reach out to us at krbe.com. Tina and Gary reached out. Let's get their story. Welcome, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Morning.
guys. Now, actually, Gary's the one that messaged us, so we're going to let him take the stand first.
I like when a guy does it.
Yeah.
When he reaches out, that means the girl is grinding his gears.
First, I love Tina. I mean, I'm crazy about her. We moved in together. I mean, and I think this is the first time for either one of us moving in with a partner.
And you said that you've never lived with anybody beforehand, right?
I haven't, no.
I've never lived with anyone either.
So this is new to both of us, and there are more arguments than I would expect over behavior that I would think would be kind of like a no-brainer.
Tell us, how long has it been? Like a month that y'all been living together? 6 months? A year? How long have y'all
It's
been
been
living
a
together?
couple of months.
A couple of months. So what is the main argument?
Tina is really frugal. Take, for instance, the thermostat, the air conditioning.
I like it cool, like it's 70, and she likes it at 77. I mean, and
Ooh, that's hot.
Dumper.
I don't care how many coupons I shop
That's
with. I
hot.
spare no expense for my comfort.
Is this date or ditch?
Oh, man.
it's the way that she does it too. Like, we'll go to bed, and the thermostat will be set to a reasonable level, but then she'll wait till I'm asleep and then get up and then jack the temperature up to like 77 where she likes it, and I wake up in a hot sweat in the middle of the night.
Oh, that
is the
is
worst. I'm
horrible.
telling you, it's the worst.
All
How
right,
do you do that?
You just need to get a blanket that heats, those heating blankets, and give it to her. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's
No,
how are you going
okay.
to cool yourself unless you got the bed jet thing that I bought my
No,
wife?
you can't. You cannot. That's not even a
You
question.
got to have the house cool.
You have to have it cool. If one person has to sleep cold, the other person needs to layer up.
Yep.
Is this what the whole situation's about, or do we have more that we need to hear from you, Gary?
There's more, and apparently she grew up where they don't have like bacteria, so she doesn't put like butter or ketchup in the refrigerator. She just like leaves it out.
They don't have bacteria.
Oh, where's this place?
Wait a second.
It's a
Hold
number?
on. I might have to debate that one. Butter in the well on the countertop does not bother me, but ketchup, I think the bottle says you have to refrigerate it once you open it.
Tina, why do you do that?
I really need to clarify things here. I'm practical. I am frugal. It is also the way I was raised. But here's the thing Gary's not telling you. I am freezing at 70. But once I know he's sleeping, I need to get sleep.
You ever heard of blankets?
Or
That's what I'm
socks,
saying.
pajamas, cozy pajamas.
This bed
socks.
jet it will save you because it has a heater on it and a cooling.
And what do you do? Add it to your top layer of your mattress or something on one
No,
side?
it's like a little vent you put underneath your sheet. It connects to the bottom of your bed in the corner. My wife uses this. Like, if it's cold, she hits the heat and it warms her up, and then she can set it and it'll.
But
be
does it
cool
make the
later
whole
on.
bed sweaty?
No, there's two of them. You can do one for each side. It's like
How much did it cost? I'm sure on Amazon. you bought it.
$3.99, $3.80.
Oh, they're trying to like.
Are there any stories of
Save
this thing
money.
combusting in the middle of the night, setting the bed
it's
on
not
fire?
even loud. I didn't. No, it's awesome. It's worth it.
I would invest in that as a compromise, but I also would want, Gary, I'd want you to meet me halfway if we could even like consider doing 75.
Oh my God, that's too
Oh,
hot,
that's
girl.
so hot.
That is hot. People don't sleep on one that's hot.
You're not saving that much money.
No,
I mean, come
you're
on,
not.
girly.
2 degrees is not a compromise.
It's got to be money because then you already got this solved. If you're going to spend $400 on a
bed jet
bed jet thing, I don't get paid for it. I'm just saying there's different other products.
Right.
Tina, do you have any gripes of your own?
Yeah, actually, I do. I'm so glad you asked that. I love Netflix. We watch a lot of Netflix, but the problem is his ex-girlfriend is on our Netflix account, so she can see what we're watching, and that really bothers me.
Wait, why is she still sharing your Netflix account, Gary?
It's her account.
It's her account?
Wait, you're stealing Netflix from her? Get your
why does it
account,
bother
guys.
you? You're getting your
Free Netflix from your ex-girlfriend.
That's one way of
Yeah, I'm
putting it.
the
I mean,
cheap
but
one.
I mean, if it's free Netflix, I mean, if my ex can see what we
No.
watch, who cares?
No. Let's get our own subscription.
Yeah, do it. Just don't even ask. Just do it. Say, hey, Gary, here's the new password. I just bought Netflix.
I think this is an easy ruling, guys. We say no to the 77 degrees.
Bedroom.
We say get rid of the Netflix, get your own account.
And
Problem
I say,
solved.
And I say, you don't know how to eat bread until you have a butter well on your countertop with room temperature
But the
butter.
ketchup
It's amazing.
needs to go in the fridge.
Yeah, I think so, because the bottle tells you
Okay,
so.
fine. But I agree with you, Roula. Room temperature butter.
keep the Netflix though. Why? Who cares? It's not like they don't have dirty movies on Netflix. Or you just worried about
But if it
because you watch
bothers
some
you that-
cheesy
that
movie
she-
or that you're going to
Yeah.
be.
Oh, they're
if
watching
you're worried
that.
you're going to be judged by the ex, then fine. Step up and buy your own Netflix account.
I think you're going to be judged because she's going to be like, man, I can't believe my ex and his girlfriend are using my Netflix. How
I'm
cheap
just-
are they? That's
why doesn't she change the password and boot them off? That's weird.
yeah. Are you guys friends?
Not really.
That's weird. that She's letting you.
You need to get rid of it, dude.
That's weird.
No. Gary, it's gone, just like she is. Goodbye. Like, no.
We all agree?
Yep.
Gary, lose the Netflix.
And buy a bed jet thing.
Or wear socks and a cozy blanket.
I'm putting my own butter in the refrigerator, though.
Yeah. You take the
All
butter
right.
out and let it
You-
sit for 20 minutes. You don't
Yeah.
need to have it out all day.
Yes,
That's
you do.
gross.
You have fun tearing up those slices of bread, trying to put that cold butter on there.
But the microwave's for you. Soften it up a little bit, you're good to go.
It'll stay cold now if we're keeping it at 70.
Oh, my God. He has a
Boy.
cold stick of butter. You have a warm one. Problem solved.
Fine. Well, listen, I thank you guys for listening to our show and bringing us such an easy to solve problem. I wish you guys the best in your relationship. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks for hearing out.
Okay.
Yep, take care.
Case
And
closed.
according to our texters who know everything, and I quote, they both sound very petty. They just need to
yeah.
end it. It's not going to
Oh,
work.
they don't need to
Somebody said
end it.
The relationship is doomed.
It's doomed because
They're
of the
fighting
AC.
over too many small
Well, they
things.
spelled it out. D, capital D, O.
Oh, my God.
Dude, with
I don't
dashes,
think I
all in
could.
caps.
I could not handle 78 degrees. I'm no
It's
matter
too
how
hot.
much I love somebody. 78 is.
How do you
just-
sleep in that?
You don't. You just miss.
Unless
Are
you got
you
a
supposed
window.
to sleep cold? You're supposed to
supposed to
sleep
sleep really
cold
cold.
for a good night's sleep.
I think the
They
temperature is like 65 is what studies have said.
It's too cold at
That's
65. though.
That's what I
That's
thought,
insane.
too.
Then I'll
Yeah.
never get out of bed.
I think
You're
like
gonna have a hell of an
68,
electric
69, but 65 is too cold.
That's what I thought,
70
too.
is
68's perfect for me.
Listen, it all depends on your windows in your house
Yep.
and how old your HVAC is. Because when my very first place I used to live in, I was like, God, if it's not 68 degrees, we are sweating in here. If you go to like 70, you start sweating. Then we changed the windows out. We got new windows, and I was like,
Oh, that's
oh,
not cheap.
wow,
But that's why, though.
71 degrees.
Yeah, if you have the right insulation.
Feels great if you have the right
windows,
insulation.
You can be 72 and it feels like a 68.
Exactly right. And Eric, the butter well on the counter, if it is salted butter, it can stay out all day long. And
don't
when
like
you want to
that.
go swipe that crusty, delicious bread, it's like ready for a swipe.
Yeah.
Why don't you just pull it out and then like 15 minutes later it'll be ready?
Yeah.
Because I
You
don't
can't-
know
you
when
gotta-
I
are
want to
you
have
making
bread
toast?
and butter.
You gotta
It's
eat right
ready
then?
at the-
You can't
at the-
wait 10
no.
minutes?
No.
I gotta just graze all day, honey.
Right, exactly.
That's gross.
What
I
I
gotta
never
keep my candy
understood.
coating, Eric. Come on now.
I never
keep
understood.
myself warm.
It gets so hot, Rula. Like, I don't know. I
No.
just feel like it's going to.
No, butter
Goopy.
wells are.
We
the
always have
win.
the AC on at our house, so
Yes.
technically the butter's chilling.
Oh,
At
it's
Totally.
not
Oh,
chilling.
it's
It's
chilling.
70.
It's chilling at 70.
You got
It's
flies
fine.
jumping on
In
that
the
thing.
40s
No,
or
it's
50s.
covered.
Yeah, right. Your
You
dog's up there
weirdo.
licking it, knocking
Eric's
the
over
thing.
here imagining, Sam, that we have just butter sticks hanging out on a countertop
Right,
alone.
I have it like in my bathroom.
It's
just
like a-
hanging
it's like
out.
a
What
fly
about
catcher
the ketchup, though? Like,
for
I don't
fruit flies.
understand how
Right.
restaurants will have the ketchup bottle out the entire day.
Because a restaurant has hundreds of people going through it and they finish the ketchup.
That's going to be Sam's next thing.
Your house is not going to finish that
She's got
ketchup
that
bottle.
stock tank out there. Next to that's going to be a butter maker. She's going to be doing that
Churning butter.
Such a weirdo.
I could see you doing that.
I'm not
Get that little
doing
bonnet
that.
and wear
No,
a
there's
little
a
House of
dude that
Prairie
is
dress.
like-
I'm not doing
Yeah,
You know,
that.
the
listen,
chicken coop.
Sam's going to turn into that like
I do like the idea
holistic
of the
girl
chicken
that's like, I make all my own things.
Yes.
Here's how I make
Granola mama.
fresh curdled cheese, mozzarella cheese, just some white vinegar and milk. I'm going to go ahead and boil that and put 6 tablespoons of white vinegar. And when the curd comes up, fresh mozzarella.
Yeah, I could see
That'd be
that.
you.
That
Cloth,
sounds- the
cloth
way you're
diapers.
saying it.
You're going to
Oh,
it
cloth
is.
diapers. I can see you doing all that
No.
Oh
stuff.
my God, the
I
cloth
got-
diaper game, I
I
cannot.
got
you
cloth
can't.
diapers
Stop.
for my baby
And what
shower.
happened?
Oh, you did?
I returned
Yeah, you have to.
unrequested. Oh,
Sam,
yeah.
you have
No,
to.
we're not doing that.
My ex-wife was trying to be all eco-friendly when my daughter was born and hired this cloth diaper service.
God,
that
no.
lasted 3 days. It is horrible. Those cloth diapers, and they stink up the house.
Well, I do remember one year on Shark Tank, the guy that they call Mr. Wonderful. What's his name? Kevin something?
Yeah. I don't.
What's his name? Anyway.
Oh,
Kevin
Federline.
O'Leary?
Kevin O'Leary, yeah.
Flanagan?
Kevin O'Flanagan. There was a woman who had like a cloth diaper kind of solution that had some kind of like a plastic lined little,
Like a diaper genie.
no, it was like a plastic lined, what do you call the thing? Oh my God, what's
Like a
wrong with me?
Pad kind of
Yeah,
idea.
like you put it over the cloth diaper, like bloomers.
They call them gum
Oh,
pants.
yeah.
Some kind of something. And
Yeah.
I just remember that's the first time I really like locked into an episode, maybe because I had a new baby. And he was like, what's to stop me from stealing your idea? He says that all the time.
Always.
What's to stop me from stealing your idea and doing it myself cheaper? And she's like, well, somebody actually did steal my idea. I remember Babies R Us still existed back then. And I was at Babies R Us buying diapers. And the end cap had the competitor that stole her idea.
Oh my gosh.
And I was thinking, oh my
Really?
God, this is what that lady's talking about.
sucks.
They stole her idea because she outsourced it to some warehouse. And the person that was in charge of the warehouse was like, I could do this. And just stole her idea because she hadn't patented it yet. I don't even know her
I think
name.
this stupid think tank. How my idea earlier this morning, I was telling Rula, like, if you've been a kid that's really like this
yeah.
kid.
Oh God, you're so sharp.
My parents give we give a scholarship. My parents honor like $1,500
That's
a
really
year.
sweet.
But you have to be obviously a high school student with a certain GPA. Like it doesn't even have to be just be average.
Yeah.
You have to be an activity. It could be theater, soccer,
Sports.
Any kind of
sports,
extracurricular.
and you have to have a job.
Sure. Okay.
So this kid that got the award, I just got the text or email. Where's it at? Let me see.
Eric is trying to Shark Tank the scholarship in his parents' name.
This kid, like his mom has MS, and then she just had cancer in September. She missed, had to quit her job. He missed a lot of school. His dad had to leave his construction business, and now she's pulling through. Everything's great. So it's all in this letter to get the scholarship. This kid has a lawn company. He's got 2 employees. This kid
Wow.
was born
He's
November
in high
1st.
school?
November 1st, 2006.
Wow.
So that's 18.
Oh my God!
He wants
He's
to,
turning
like-
19 this year.
His goal in life is to work in the high-end car industry, and he wants to invest minor in real estate and all this stuff. I'm like, here's what I'd like to do. Offer this kid
Yeah.
$100,000.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you $100,000.
Shark Tank.
Right.
But for the rest of your life, every year you have to give me 20% of your income, your salary.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, he's doing it like
You're crazy.
He's thinking
Think about it.
like
When you're
Bankrupt this
18,
kid.
when you're
percentage
18,
points like that movie stars will take on a film. They'll take like a really low
Every
salary.
$100,000.
but think about
to
it.
get some of the.
But
And
some
he needs
jobs,
the money right now.
he's not going to make money the first 4. I'm going to lose money for a long
Right.
time.
And then eventually you'll
if he
get
made
it.
what $40,000, I'd get $8,000 a year.
That's a hell of a gamble.
But he's
Eric.
making 40 grand and he needs the $8,000 because he doesn't have to live.
That'll take me that $100,000 he could invest and do this company. He'll get bigger and bigger.
But what if, God forbid, he got killed in an accident?
Then
or
I lose
something?
my money. I'm taking all the risk.
Are you taking the risk? You're making this kid. If he's making
But if he works-
$30,000, you're taking 20% of his $30,000. He can barely afford rent on $30,000 with food, with car, with
But he's got
insurance.
$100,000. If you got $100,000, you could invest that. And this kid sounds really smart. He could make a lot of money and do big things.
The
And if he does
100,000
big
you
things,
can get him.
I get 20%
Yeah,
for the
but
rest of his life.
get 20%.
That's too steep.
I know.
That
it'd
is
be-
really
That's
steep,
really
Kevin
steep.
O'Leary.
That's what these Shark Tank people do. They
Are
got
you
the
out of
money.
your mind?
Kind of evil, Eric.
What? I mean, I'm not going to give $100,000.
You're going to give the kid $100,000, but you're not going to let him spend it on necessities. You're
No, he
saying,
can do whatever
you
he
have
wants.
to, you have to put it. But you're saying if he invested, it'll make so much money. When you're 19 years old and your parents are broke and you're broke, you're not investing $100,000.
But I see this kid
You're
now.
using it to
Okay.
live.
I see
Eric
this kid
sees
is
the potential in
this
him.
kid's 18
Yeah.
already
He
has a
wants to
lawn
profit off him.
he already has a lawn care
Lawn
company.
company.
Yeah.
He's got 2 employees already, and he's 18. Imagine what this kid's going to do. If he had
amazing.
$100,000, he could invest in more lawnmowers. He could do more things. Go to college.
Okay, well, write that check, Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Let's
But then
see
he'd
your
probably-
experiment
Then
play
what
out.
would happen though? Like 7 years in, once he starts making money, he'd be like,
He'd
I don't want to pay
renegotiate.
anymore. He'd screw me over somehow.
He'd
You got-
spend some of
that's
that
what
money you
contracts
gave
are
him
for.
to hire lawyers,
That's what lawyers
to
are
take you
for.
down.
Exactly right.
Imagine though he's like 70 years old, he still has to pay me 20%.
That's assuming you're going to be like 105.
I'll be dead.
Oh my God. By the way, somebody's pointing out to us, did y'all ever notice on the ketchup it says for best results, refrigerate? Doesn't say you have to.
There's vinegar in it.
I don't
So
think I'd
vinegar
want it.
probably keeps it from spoiling.
Let me tell you, if you see bubbles in that ketchup bottle,
Yeah.
just
yeah,
toss
yeah,
it in
yeah.
the
Are you
trash.
guys snobs with
If
ketchup?
you open it, it's going to explode all over.
I
you.
If I
just-
see like
I'm a
Hunt's,
Heinz
I'm
guy.
like, Hunt's.
Oh, I don't care.
Nah,
It's
Heinz,
fine.
Heinz is too sweet.
Okay, we're going to do a
Heinz.
blind taste
Right.
test, guys. Come
I can
on.
guess that
do
one.
it. Do it.
Listen, I can definitely
Hunt's
tell
versus
Whataburger
Heinz.
ketchup versus Heinz
Whataburger
ketchup.
ketchup's good.
You guys say this, and I
Heinz
think you're
is really
completely
sweet
full of
and
ketchup.
smooth.
How about try it Tuesday? We'll bring in.
All right, we're going to do a blind
all the
taste test.
different,
Ketchup
chips.
test. Hunt's,
And we're gonna squirt it
Heinz,
on your tongue.
Whataburger.
Yeah.
All right. Try it Tuesday.
Yeah, because those are the 3 big names, right, that you would know.
And then we'll get the generic brand.
The
Oh,
generic.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hill Country Fair.
I don't even know
we
it.
could do
Is that one?
Yes, of course they have that.
Sure, why
I just look
not?
at Heinz. That's all I look at.
I
All
bet
right.
you you're going to love Hill Country Fair most.
You might, because the lady did a pickle taste test, and the one she hates the most, that was her number one. She was so mad. She's like, "Are you kidding me? I picked this one. This sucks." But she had just done a blind
So
taste. It was
good.
the best pickle. Anyway, okay, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, you know, there are movies that come out every single weekend. Ben Affleck has been pushing hard for The Accountant 2. Off the air, Eric said something about the release of movies this Friday that goes right in line with what the Netflix CEO just said. Is Eric a genius or is he an a-hole? Let's find out next.
Did you just say hole?
It's Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From Hollywood to H-Town.
Celebrity Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. I want to remind you guys on Monday, the secret sound is back. This is where we give you 5 chances a day to win money. It starts with $104. And for every secret sound that goes unguessed correctly, like incorrectly guessed, we had another $104. So the jackpot keeps growing. Sometimes people get it right out of the box. Sometimes it grows into the thousands of dollars. Text the word secret to 37530 so you know exactly the times we're going to play every single day next week. And if it gets really difficult, that's also where we send you the clue.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
secret sound is
When they get the
back.
clue, it's almost immediate. You know, they're like, "Oh, got it."
Not always. That last one didn't go.
Now, that last one was
That one was like,
insanely
do we have
hard.
to tell you
I know.
exactly what it
I'm
is?
like, I don't think it was like that last time.
Yeah, so
That's a toughie.
I don't know. You're like, oh my God, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? One of my friends texted me like, what the hell is the secret sound?
know.
Drive me crazy.
I don't
want to
know because I'm afraid to say something.
Yeah, you don't want to blurt it
I
out.
wish I didn't know, but I
You
see
have
it.
to know. Well,
yeah, I know.
Some people have to know.
I know. It'd
Well,
be
the
fun to
problem
guess.
is if you don't know what it is.
We don't know the answer.
Yeah, right? Like, you guys know what it is?
No, because the problem is in the room, if we don't know what it is, then we are not allowed to guess. Because what if we guess the right thing, not knowing it's
I just don't
Right.
guess anyway. I don't want.
Yeah,
No,
you just
I
can't
don't wanna-
guess.
Yeah.
All right, so new in theaters this weekend. You may have seen a lot of Ben Affleck on your socials and on television. Ben Affleck is in The Accountant 2. He is an autistic savant who audits the books of the most dangerous criminals in the world.
There's a perfect example of a
I'm
movie.
not finished. I'm not finished doing my trailer, Ryan Chase.
Oh, sorry.
After his former contact at the Treasury Department, J.K. Simmons, is assassinated, he teams up with his brother, John Bernthal,
Nice.
and Agent Medina, Cynthia Adai Robinson, to solve his murder.
Huh?
So The Accountant 2 is in theaters.
Well,
Now,
I
let
know
me tell you
J.K.
something.
dies then, right in the beginning.
Well,
I
it
think
says
he's in
he's
it.
assassinated. He
He's
was
playing it for like
assassinated.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, people say, I don't go to the movies anymore. And then, during COVID, nobody went to the movies because we couldn't go to the movies. And then everyone's like, it's like being at home. Well, Time did their 100 most fascinating people, and there was a big conference about it. And the Time 100 Summit, the Netflix CEO, Ted Sarandos, was there. And the question he was given was, have you destroyed Hollywood? Because everyone likes to stay home and watch Netflix and streaming. And he says, no, we're saving Hollywood. He said that in an era where people just want to be at home, we have given Hollywood something to do. We have given them projects that they need to crank out faster and different than they had to do it for the silver screen. And there was that 45-day rule where if you want to be a contender for the Oscars or the Golden Globes, it has to play for 45 days in the theater, and then it can go to Netflix, like The Irishman. That's how Netflix got the Academy Award nominations.
They really did save Hollywood in the sense that the first Accountant movie didn't do anything at the box office, and it really took on a life through streaming, and people discovered it, and they're like,
saw it in the theater.
"Oh, this is really good."
You saw The Irishman in the theater?
No, I saw
The Accountant.
The Accountant.
Yeah.
So Ted Sarandos said, what is the consumer trying to tell us? They'd like to watch movies at home, thank you. The studios and the theaters are duking it out over trying to preserve this 45-day window that is completely out of step with the consumer experience of just loving a movie. He doesn't find anything wrong with removing the movie theater experience from us.
I play a game now when I watch trailers. I'm like, is this movie theater worthy, or is it going to be streaming? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I watch it, I'll be like, wait, this is in the movie theater? Because 2 weeks ago, I'm like, I should go to the movies. And I started watching what was playing, and I saw the trailers out because I've never heard of this movie before. I'm like, what's this? And I'm like, that's movie theater worthy? I'm not leaving my house for that. I'm not going to, I have to put pants on and watch a movie? No, thanks.
You have to drive there, spend extra money.
And that sucks because I want people to enjoy the movie theater experience.
Right.
I cannot even remember the last movie that I ventured out to see. None this year.
I saw that Twister one and that 4D.
That was
Twisters. Yeah, that was it.
Twisters in
Twisters.
4D.
I was to say Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Was the one I
Which one
saw.
came first? I saw Deadpool.
I
Also
tried
in
to see
4D.
Twisters in 4D. That's the only way I wanted to see Twisters. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Like
they were
2 weeks
at the
later
same-
or something.
Right, because it was all that 3D, 4D that
Yeah,
everybody
because the
was talking
4D was
about.
always sold
and
out.
now it's like no movie has been 4D lately or 3D. I
And
feel
Netflix
like.
has not ruined it. If anything, it's brought back actors and movies and shows.
Interest
and
in
more
people that have
resurrected
not
their
really
careers.
had
Streaming has
anything
brought
going on.
back.
Unless it doesn't let you log in.
Yeah, he said.
Sam must have,
Ruined yesterday.
somebody must have knocked you off their account.
You got to pay.
He said right
I
now, Hollywood is in a period of transition. People who grew up thinking, I want to make movies on a gigantic screen and have strangers watch them and have them play in the theater for 2 months and people cry and there are sold out shows. That's an outdated concept now. For movie
Movie theaters,
theaters,
it's expensive.
It was for the communal experience. So think about it. Okay, now I will say this about being in the theater versus being at home watching this. There are distractions at home. I'll have to pause it. If I can't hear something, I got to get up or moving there. The theater makes you just sit down and watch it or you're going to miss something. And also,
You can't have your phone. People will get mad behind you.
yes, and you know the reason of the laugh track in sitcoms in the 90s and the 2000s is because if you hear somebody laugh, it's funnier to you.
Laughter's contagious.
Yes, there are funny movies that I remember seeing in the theater where I couldn't hear what was happening because everyone's laughing so hard. Like you almost missed it the first time.
Yep.
My first recollection of that was when I was a kid and I was watching Home Alone in the theater. When I saw Home Alone in the theater, I can't remember which scene it was. People were laughing so hard, I couldn't hear some of the next couple of lines. And I remember for Titanic, You know, I was like one of the last ones standing to
People are
watch
laughing.
Titanic.
Oh, really?
It wasn't about laughing. It was about it was about the crying.
There goes
you
the-
know, like you could tell like there was a woman behind me who was like legit weeping at the end of Titanic. Like I could hear her crying because you could hear like the sniffles and the like that. And then I remember the massive, like Titanic needed to be seen in the movie theater. If we had streaming back then, I don't know, James Cameron would have tried as hard.
It's so long.
Because he
Avatar.
tried, he planned that movie for 5 years. He created the cameras to go that deep
But
in
look
the
at
water.
Avatar. He's been working on that for ever.
Like over a dozen
He's
years.
got like 5 more of them coming.
Oh, God.
I
Do
mean,
we
the
really
original
need that?
Avatar was pretty magnificent on the big screen to see all of that animation and stuff, but
Did
But
you
now
see
people
any of
can
the
go to
sequels?
Costco and get a big screen for
Absolutely.
under a couple grand now. It used to
okay,
be 20
okay.
grand
And
or
by the
whatever.
way, this is
So
such a
much
man
cheaper.
moment. Can I have a laugh with you guys? When my husband and I were buying a TV, you know, you're trying to measure out your wall and like, what's the right margin spaces, right? And so we get this TV, and he's at work, and I got this guy to come over and help hang it, and I'm asking him, I don't know, is this TV too big for this wall? And you know what he tells me? He goes, you're asking a guy.
Yeah, it's never
Right.
too
It's
big.
never.
It's
Yeah.
never too
big.
big.
No. No.
And I said, I feel like there's not enough wall margin. Like, this TV is big. He's like, looks perfect to me.
Yep. Yeah.
You're asking a man. There is no
What's the
TV too
biggest?
big.
What's
true.
the biggest they sell now?
Is it 80 something inches?
No, there's a 100-inch one I think Costco had. I mean,
Without being a projector?
yeah.
100 inches.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's the
There might be
diagonal
one- It might be
measurement.
110 maybe.
You're
Oh,
kidding.
my.
Yeah.
How much does that cost? Not
But it's not as
$500.
bad. Not like it used to be.
Right.
That's the size of that entire window behind you then.
Oh, it's got, no, that's not 100 inches. I think that's
Have you seen those
smaller.
ones where they're like in the backyards? I get these videos on Instagram, and it comes out of the
Oh, yeah.
the backyard. It comes out of the
That's
Oh, the ground.
artificial turf up.
Yeah.
That is so
And it
Like a
can
real
turn-
TV?
Yeah, and you can spray it with water. You can.
And they
The
don't live in
projectors
Houston,
are
honey.
really hard. I have a projector, and it's like impossible to watch because you have to have it at a
If it's
perfect,
dark.
like, yeah,
Angle and darkness
Yes.
for outside.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he's talking about projector TV.
This one
though.
was a real TV.
Well, I just meant in
Yeah.
general.
Like the
it's
bars, like when
different.
you go to like that. What's the Dynamo one?
the sports bar.
Brian's place.
Brian Ching's bar.
What,
Brian
Pitch
Ching's bar.
25?
Yeah, like they have those big screens. Those
They
are
have
cool.
massive screens. Or even Carbach.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, there's a new report by the FBI. Us, Texans, we've lost over $1.35 billion to internet crimes. We are the second in the nation as far as being victims.
Well, are we second in the nation because we're the second biggest state or the biggest state? Are we the biggest state versus California?
California's number one. So
We're the biggest state, right?
they have seen a 25% rise in crime from the year before with 62,000 complaints. Texas ranks second nationally in losses. Common scams include phishing, investment fraud, identity theft, crypto-related crimes made up $738 million of the losses. And who do they target? People over 60. Texans 60 plus reported nearly $490 million just lost to internet crimes.
Folks, you need to, if your parents are over like 80, you need to give them that phone, the looks like a little bug. What's that one?
Yeah,
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly.
They still make
just
those?
Don't let them on the internet.
No internet
By the
on
way-
your phone.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Don't even look at the internet. Just
Even then, like,
Don't answer the phone.
like my
Yeah,
mother,
Don't
phone.
click on any links in your text messages.
she'll get a text
Stay away from your email.
and see the link. I'm like, oh, I better hit this.
No, especially if they're telling you, oh, your tollway charges. Nope, that's a scam. By the way, I should have known this. Hello, Alaska, number one biggest
That's
state,
what I'm
then
saying.
Texas, then California.
I don't know if you're talking about money-wise or land
Well,
footage. Or,
population-wise.
Yeah.
Population-wise.
Well, Alaska's not number one for
Area-wise,
population.
Alaska
No, not
is
at
the
all.
biggest. It is 665,000
No, we're
plus
not
square
talking
miles.
about
But
land mass here.
population-wise, I can see why we're number one because there are so many people in Texas, and Texas is
Well, we're number
the
two.
biggest
California's
populated
number
state.
one.
for
as
now.
far as- yeah,
Everyone's
exactly.
coming here.
That's true.
That's
From
true.
California. That's true. All right. Coming up next, there are a couple things we want to cover. Has to do with closure here on the Roula and Ryan Show. If you've ever been ghosted, we are not about to do a closure segment, but there is something that you're making a mistake about when you've been ghosted and things that women care about that men never think about.
Okay.
The list is so long, Sam. I don't know if we have time for the whole
Everything?
thing.
Yeah, you guys think about everything.
What are we embarrassed by that men don't even have it on their radar? This is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of people. We'll talk about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.